Good morning, everyone. Oh, that's right. Hey, Dee Dee, you're going to work pretty soon, aren't you? I know this was a last minute thing. I'm just testing a couple of things out. It's not a real. And pardon me, I'm having some salami and cheese. Late night munchies, and I don't want to go anywhere to get food. Hey, Nadia. Hey, Nadia. No, it's just the what's that salami? Can't think of the name right now. Oh, the Genoa salami with some sharp cheddar. Gabagool. Yeah. Sorry. If you had better mute, then you guys hear me chewing on this stuff. Try some different music here. Just wanted to test out a few things. I don't like that music either. So, like I said, I just wanted to test out a feature on Facebook. I can't believe I actually got a hold of Facebook support. It does exist. And it was a chat, right? And then she's like, "Oh, do you mind? Can we call you instead?" I was like, "Facebook call me for real?" So they call him on the phone and trying to figure out this problem. The problem is with the stars function. So a lot of you have told me that the stars function is not there. And then recently it just started popping up on certain posts. And I guess you can do stars after the show, but not during the show. So I'm trying to figure that one out. They're trying to figure it out as well. Hi, Tracy. So they're trying to figure out also, and I couldn't believe I was talking to actual Facebook people, not a scammer or anything like that. And I think I was on the phone altogether for about an hour and a half. And they're trying to figure it out. I'm like, yeah, no, it's still not going. And they gave me a direct link to support page and everything. I was like, now I'm happy, right? And I contacted them once before, Hey, Vicky. And I couldn't believe it, but then I lost that link. So, yay. At least I know where to go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not active during the show. What I did activate is so what we're gonna do is there's gonna be subscribers is active. And if you subscribe, we are gonna have like a private chat thing regarding different topics, or in this case we're definitely going to have a private group for confidence is beautiful and Janelle. So we will have a private group there that a lot of the stuff we talk about will be there and only in there, and subscribers will be invited. So that's how that's going to work. And I set that up this evening, and it looks like it. You guys should see a subscribe button somewhere on there. There is a small fee for that. And then subscribers also. Subscribers will get to partake in a raffle, a freebie. It'll be a giveaway. I guess a giveaway. And that'll happen probably about once a month. We'll do a giveaway. And again, only people that are subscribed and will be eligible for that. So, looking for a lot of good shows coming up. Yeah, we're going to follow some people like I have been. And we might even add a couple of new ones too. I've been given some suggestions. And just going to run it by some of you guys at a later point. Some I'm not thrilled about. I know people keep suggesting, not a lot of people, but Gigi keeps being thrown out there, and I'm like, it doesn't catch me. That what she's got going on over there doesn't catch me. Will it or could it? I don't know. I've tried to watch here and there, and I've seen some of the clips. I gotta change this music. I'm not feeling the music tonight. Let's see how this goes. And then there's literally a crackhead that I'm told to check out. Please pardon me, I am snacking on stuff, so I do find it rude when people eat while they're doing a live, but mostly it's because you hear that crunch, 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 and they're eating, and you hear all the. But it's salami and cheese, so it's more silent. But I am going to mute while I chew in case you guys hear any of that stuff. What do you call that? ASMR or whatever, or the food stuff. Yeah. I had a bit of a life-changing event today as well. Well, today being Wednesday, I meant. And what do they say when life gives you lemons? Make lemonade, right? Or in my case, limeade. We got a lot of limes down here in Texas. And so yeah, it'll take me a few days to figure out life. Oh yeah, right. It's invisible. Because it's green. It's pretty cool. You know, Bam would wear sometimes a green. Remember that tie-dye? It's got some green in it, then parts of him will just disappear. It was kind of funny. Yeah, most of the live stuff is going to be just on the regular page. But on the subscriber deal, there'll be some extra stuff. Yeah, I mean, as far as physical, the colonoscopy and all that, no issues. They took out 2 polyps. 13 or 15 millimeter. And the other one was 35 millimeter. You know how big 35 millimeter is? It's almost 1.5 inches. I mean, almost the size of 2 digits of your finger. I'm like, what? And the 35 millimeter didn't hit me right away until later. I'm like, how big is 35 millimeter? And I got a ruler out. I was like, it's. And I had that in there. And you go, yep. So my question was, well, how the heck was I pooping? You know, I think that's bigger than a marble. You'd think that would block the pipes in there, or something, or whatever. But and even though it was big, he said he's not worried about it. It doesn't look like bad stuff. So, but I'll get those results on Monday, next Monday, this coming Monday, and we'll see what the lab said or whatever. But at least I got it done. It's over with. It was a horrible experience drinking that crap. Worse than drinking that crap was not being able to eat So my fasting started Saturday at like 11 o'clock in the morning. It's horrible. It's horrible not to eat on purpose. So I can imagine hunger when it's not on purpose, when you have no choice, people that are homeless and stuff. And that's tough. So I try not to complain. Well, I didn't complain. Well, I guess I did complain. But I was being a baby, but after a while, hunger kicks in, man, and you can't help it. I was hangry like all the time, and so the first stuff they gave me, I forget what they're called. Go light or go easy, I don't know. The first stuff, okay, they offer you the free stuff or the stuff that comes with, that's paid for by insurance, which is a white plastic gallon little tank, got a powder in it, and you're supposed to fill it up with powder, fill it up with water, and then you drink that. They want you to drink that every 30 minutes, 8 ounces, so a glass, every 30 minutes, half of it, or like 2/3 of it, and then the final third. So starting at 6 p.m. every 30 minutes until you finish 2/3 of it. and then you take a break. I imagine because you're pooping the whole time. You keep running to the bathroom every 20 minutes. And then at 1 o'clock in the morning, finish the bottle. So it's every 30 minutes, 8 ounces. I don't know, there's 6 or 8 cups you got to drink. And that was the other part. Since you're doing all this drinking and all this stuff, you can't sleep. I was afraid to go to sleep. I thought I'd, crap in my pants and wake up, and then a mess. So I stayed awake, had the TV on, and just keep an eye on the clock. And yeah, I was hungry. So you're hungry and you're tired because you're sleepy, and you can't eat anything. Literally, you can't eat, and you can't even drink everything. It's got to be clear water, like hot tea, clear liquids, right? And I wanted so bad to sneak a piece of salami or cheese or a cracker or something, and they're like, nope, don't do it. It'll mess everything up. Like, so go there Monday morning. I get knocked out, wake up. Well, we're done. He goes, yeah, but no. He goes, you weren't cleaned out enough. We couldn't do it. I couldn't finish. Like, oh. Come back tomorrow. You would drink some more stuff tonight. Like, oh my God. So the first stuff I got to mix with water, you can mix it with water or Gatorade. So I bought Gatorade, and you mix it in with the Gatorade, and it's not bad. You taste Gatorade. That's what it is. But this other stuff, the regular stuff, that white bottle they give you, it's tasteless. Maybe a little bit tastes like salt water. A little bit. But it's thicker. Not as thick as syrup, but just thicker than water. So it's got a weird consistency, and you got to drink that every 30 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, I want to puke. And then I kept thinking about, oh my goodness, what if it doesn't work and I got to do it again? I said I was not going to do it. I was going to tell him I can't go 3 days without eating. I mean, no way. We'll do this in 6 months or something, to be continued. So I went Tuesday morning and all this. So I haven't slept since, let's see. So since when I woke up Sunday morning, yeah, since Saturday night. But no pun intended. But everything came out okay. 2 polyps only. I mean, I know none is better, but I've heard worse. So I got the results on Monday. He was not worried about the ones that he took out, even though one was big. Hey, Sue, thank you. Far too kind. Hey, KK. Catherine Bevan, hey. Harlingen, Texas Expo. What up? Where you been? Haha. Yeah, it was a shitty. It was weird. And and Monday, the first day, she kept asking me, so did you flush? Yeah. She goes, was it clear? Well, no. So here I am thinking it's supposed to be clear like water. The next day, the Tuesday when I showed up yesterday, she was like, well, no, it's never going to be clear. It's going to be a little bit yellowish to light brown tan or something. Like, oh, okay. I don't want to gross you with the details. Like that's as far as I'm going with that conversation. And but yeah, it's pretty cool though. One thing gives you, I had never been put out under anesthesia before, ever in my life. Never. I do have a pic of that polyp somewhere. And I saw her, they had the IV right here. And she comes over and says, all right, we're gonna put her in. I was like, okay. She hooks it up to the IV and she's squeezing. And I'm watching and I'm thinking, I wonder how long it's gonna take for me to pass out. The next thing you know, hey, wake up. Right? You with us? Like, it was over. It was like, it's like I closed my eyes and opened them again. It was done. It was that quick. I mean, it wasn't that quick, but that's what it felt like. And frame it like, let me see if I have it here because I sent it to my sister. Frame it like artwork. Well, this is the one. And there's something next to it, but I don't want to gross you guys out. Oops, need to charge my battery. That big thing right here by my thumb, that's the polyp. And yeah, don't look at that other thing. So because that other stuff was there, he couldn't take it out at the time. And yeah, that prep was, and it wasn't bad. The prep itself, I gotta say, was not bad. It's the not eating part that was driving me freaking crazy. Hey, Luke. Yeah, not eating sucks. And then, of course, all night I gotta stay awake because I gotta drink the stuff every 30, whatever. So the TV's on, I'm on my phone, and everything I'm looking at, the reels, cooking, recipes, hamburgers, steaks, fried foods, they're making stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I gotta quit looking at this phone. I'm getting even hungrier. Yeah, Catherine, the big one was 35 millimeters. And when you think about it, think about a film strip. Remember 35 millimeter film? How wide that was? That was the big one. The other one was like 15. Yeah. But I gotta say, there was no, somebody asked, I heard people talk about it before. It's like, so afterwards, when you were going home or you left, could you feel like something was up there? And I was like, no, there's no. I think I had more trauma when the doctor put his finger up there one time to check something. That I felt. And that, I don't know, maybe it was a memory feeling or something, but that one I felt like the whole day. And this was, if you would have told me, if I didn't know that was going to happen, and I just took a nap and woke up, I would never have known that happened. So the procedure itself is 20 minutes, roughly, sometimes less, sometimes a little more. And it's just real quick. So to have it done, I would say yes. Just be prepared. I mean, if you're okay with not eating or you're used to fasting or that kind of thing, then you'll be okay. But definitely get the kit, the little prep kit that they sell. That's not included with the insurance. It's like $30, $33 or something. Totally worth it because you get Gatorade and mix it in there. Makes it a lot easier, a lot better. Yeah. Yeah. So have you guys seen the some of the posts I've been putting up about confidence is beautiful? The dirty feet. Anybody see the dirty feet? Well, they told me not to bring my phone with me. I guess I could have left it in the lobby, but I just left it locked up in the car. Yeah, so the dirty feet kind of raised up a lot of, brought up a lot of comments, right? A lot of criticism. And I'll be honest, I knew it probably wasn't recent, but I gotta say, recent or not, now I'm talking about myself. If my mom knew I was in the house running around where my feet were that dirty, she'd snatch the life out of me, take me to the bathroom, wash my feet. You think she's gonna let me run around the house with those dirty feet all over the carpet, probably jumping on the sofa and stuff with those dirty feet? You think she's gonna allow that? I don't know if you guys would allow that. I'm assuming not. I mean, that was not just like a little bit of barefoot dirt. It looked like, that almost looked like socks on the bottom. Poor kid. And I know kids are kids. Yes, I get it. I get it. But I don't care. I don't care if it's wintertime. I don't care if it's summertime. I don't care if there's a blacktop driveway, a tar top driveway, bricks or whatever. The minute you notice your kid's feet are that, come on, bathroom. So the other question related to that is, did she not even notice? Where is she? Is she not even looking at it, watching them, or where are you that you don't notice the bottom of those feet are black like socks? That's my thing. And people want to criticize, oh, you don't know what they're doing. Kids are kids or whatever. Yeah, okay. Okay. And being a little dirty or whatever, that's one thing. But this was not a little dirty. This was like, it looked like dry mud. That's how dirty it was. I mean, poor kid. Yeah, poor kid. It doesn't matter how old the picture is. It doesn't matter. Megan watches it. Megan, a child watching children. Why doesn't she have friends? Does she have friends? I ain't trying to get too far into, not trying to expose the kid. It's not her fault. I mean, this is what she's dealt with. This is what she's dealt, right? And then there's this, so there's another child. Forget his name. What's the kid's name? The kid. They got this Jason mask on him. It looks like a hockey mask, right? They got this Jason mask on him. And that's how they take him to go get his picture taken with Santa Claus. The little kid is wearing a Jason mask. The white mask with just the eyes. And and they take the picture, and the kid is kind of on Santa's lap, and he's wearing that white mask. And you can see Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. You can see Mrs. Claus looking there like what the heck is he wearing? Why does he have that mask on? And Hannah called him because he had the mask on, my little serial killer. So I know the kid doesn't know what that means. But I'm thinking, after all the crap on this planet that's going bad right now, don't refer to your kid as a serial killer. Just no. Yeah. It was a look of fear. It was a look of WTF. That was a look. That was a look. And we're going to be doing a lot more of that streaming. And hey, Sherelle, I don't see a lot of value in if she's just doing makeup, and it's not that I want to watch her do makeup. It's because there's something, when I do show it, it's because she's gonna talk about stuff that we can discuss, right? But I don't know, maybe we'll have to provide some alternate entertainment while she's just doing makeup, waiting for that conversation to start. Or I can skip through it also. Can do that too. Kitty is knocked out to sleep. Cutie is on the bed at my feet. She's got her own little pillow there, and she is knocked out. My cat knew that I was not feeling well those last couple days, being hungry and angry and hangry. And I was in bed all the time. I was just in bed. And she was with me day in and day out. She would stay right there. I knew she felt it. I knew it. And I've read that cats can do that. And dogs too. Female Black Santa. Oh, cool. That's cool. When was she live? Tonight? Yeah, I couldn't even go to that because I was with these people. Well, Vanessa couldn't have been live. She deactivated again. Yep, she is deactivated. She was in a tank top, I think, in the cars the other day. That's what happened. I don't know. There's other people to watch, but I'll be able to go live a little more and perhaps stream Janelle when she's live. And then there's some old stuff that I'm going to be digging up, videos, live videos of hers that also give us a lot of stuff to talk about. I saw a clip of one of the videos. I know she's talked about it a few times, where she was, I've been through so much. I've had this kind of cancer, that kind of cancer, and then she's thinking, I know she was thinking, what other kind of cancer can I mention? Because I guarantee you, Hey, Chihuahua Mama. I guarantee you, if you've had cancer, and many people have had a few different kinds. If you had cancer, you don't have to think about what was that cancer that I had. Um, cervical cancer. I had. You're not going to be thinking like that. If you had cancer, boom, you're going to know. Yeah, I had pancreatic cancer and bladder cancer. I mean, it's there. So, and to scam people to lie about having a cancer and getting money and gifts and things for it, that in itself, that alone is not cool. But then when you start bringing children into it, and she's putting them on camera to get sympathy and pull on heartstrings and all that, and I guess people do it. And that's intentions to me. Intention, whatever your intention is, that's important to me. Whether you do something or why you're doing it, it depends on your intentions. That's the way I see it. And but something bothers about bringing kids and showing them around, prancing them around, and I don't know. Especially if you say you're sick, and there was some kind of talk about I know we talked about this already. Car accident, the rollover 24 times. And then she said she's got a massive, major back issues. But what is she doing sitting in that chair for how long? Or on the floor? How long is she on the floor sitting there? Have you ever met anyone with a real serious back issue? They can't stand for a long time. They can't sit for a long time. They can't do anything for a long time. It's physically bothersome to stand, to sit, to walk. And you see her moving around like, what back issue? She says she's got back issues. So when you hear an ailment, a back issue, all right, get the money out. Start sending her the money. So, if there's real trauma or a real illness and somebody needs help because they can't get by, if it's legit, man, I don't care. When they send money, do it. I'm going to send money. Yeah. If it's legit, if I know it and I feel it's legit. But to be scammed into it, yeah, that's where I got a problem. That's where I have a problem. Yeah, that thing was horrible this morning. You see that? The United Healthcare CEO shot and killed broad day. Not in broad daylight. It was early morning, 6 something in the morning, New York City. And I saw the surveillance footage of the shooting, and that was a professional-ish hit. And I say professional-ish because the guy he shot the guy twice. In the back and in the leg. And then, apparently a third time, or one of those shots, maybe the one to his back hit him, or hit his leg. The guy went down, and as the shooter walked by him, he pointed the gun down and he shot again. So, what got left behind? Shell casings, as happens often. I believe bullets were left behind. And guess what else? Cell phone. The moron left his cell phone. They assume, well, they're not really saying, unless they've said it recently, but it looks like the shooter dropped his cell phone. I mean, I'm glad, because maybe they can find him quicker. But, you know, and tonight was the lighting of the Christmas tree in New York. And this happened, you know, that morning. But this was not a random act of crime. This was, you know, the guy was under investigation from the Justice Department. They were investigating him. He was involved in a lawsuit, and I'm sure a lot of it had to do with how many claims he's denied as the CEO. What his name is that movie? If you want to see a movie regarding that, go watch The Rainmaker with Matt Damon, Danny DeVito. The Rainmaker, even what's his name? Deformed Mickey Rourke makes an appearance in that. And The Rainmakers, you know, it's a story about an insurance company, health insurance company. There's a kid dying, and the insurance company keeps denying treatment. And then, you know, they end up taking the company to court, and it's actually pretty good. Check out The Rainmaker if you haven't seen it. It's worth to watch. And that's what these guys were doing. This dude was making $36 million a year or something. Some obscene amount of money. 50 million, 36 million. Yet they were denying claims. And according to that movie, they said it was industry-wide practice. It's common to deny claims instantly, automatically the first time. Like automatic. It's just a automatic, what do you call that in the system? It's just automatic. And but that health insurance ain't cheap. You know this if you're paying for health insurance, even if it's through your employer. I mean, it's not cheap. And what was coming out of my check, every paycheck was $160, and for me, that's a lot of money for overall. Actually, I think it was more than that. Anyway, so perhaps he was going to out somebody, or he was going to blow the whistle on something, or say something he wasn't supposed to, or people say something that people didn't want him to say. So they took him out. But to take him out in that way, like in, you know, virtually broad daylight, I mean, on the sidewalk, you know, like a mob hit. You know, the mob didn't care. And then he shot him. Then he ran down an alley, hopped on a bicycle, a rental bicycle, mind you, one of those city bikes that you rent. I wonder how he paid for that. Debit card? Idiot. So, and I know somebody commented that, well, they're not going to find him. They haven't said anything. They haven't found him all this time. I'm like, whatever doing that they're tracking, they're not going to say it publicly, because what if he's watching? They don't want to say, "Oh yeah, we got a scent on him and we're following him and we know where." They're not going to say it because the guy could be watching, and there might have even been another guy helping him. So yeah. Hey Trish, I definitely think it was a contract. Somebody wanted him out for whatever the reason. So we'll see what happens in the next. Let's see. Let me check the news real quick here. United Healthcare CEO, the assassin's message left on bullet casings found at crime scene. What? You guys want to see this? Now there's the footage of the, of course, they're not going to show it, but right there he shoots and the guy goes straight down. See, and this dude is standing right here against the wall on the right side. And he's just standing there. They didn't show more of the video, like to show, well, what happened to that guy? Where is he? How come he's still standing there? Why didn't he get shot? So, new evidence suggests that the suspect who killed United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson on Wednesday may have left a message behind on the bullet casings at the scene. Police sources told New York Post the words say deny, depose, and defend were written on the live rounds and casings left behind by the assassin after the shooting. Evidence also shows that each bullet casing had just one word written on it, leading them to believe may have been trying to leave a message. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. In a shocking video obtained by Fox News Digital, Thompson is seen walking down the New York City sidewalk when a masked man wearing a black hooded jacket and backpack walks up behind him and raises a handgun. The culprit fires off several shots. At one point, the gun appeared to jam. Yeah, I did see a little bit of extended footage, and he was doing like something. So it looks like there was a jam. Oh, and the firearm had what they say is a very expensive suppressor. I know people call it a silencer, but it's actually a suppressor, not a silencer. The actual term is suppressor. And an expensive, high-quality one, which was not cheap. I mean, people have them, but there's a process to get them, too. The assailant then appears to smack the gun on the side while walking toward the victim who's attempting to get away. Following the shooting, the suspect walked between two vehicles and got onto a bike and then disappeared into Central Park. It was previously reported that the suspect used a city bike which could be tracked, but the NYPD has clarified that the incident did not involve that type of bike. All right, so that takes care of that issue. Investigators hope accompanying evidence left behind will help identify him, including a cell phone discovered in an alleyway near the hotel where the shooting occurred, as well as a cup and a trash can at the nearby Starbucks. Because there's video of the guy hours before. He was there all night waiting. He was there on the street all night. So, yeah, that's pretty messed up. Oh, what happened to, what's her face? Tiffany Henyard. You know who Tiffany Henyard is?
Inform your way forward with an updated library.
Hey guys, come on in, come on in.
Let's see.
It's your favorite super mayor, Tiffany A. Henyard, the people's mayor. I will be seeking arrest for individuals involved
Okay, Tiffany Henyard is a mayor of Dolton, Illinois. She's been using money, city money, instead of paying the bills. She walks around with 8 or 9 security guards around her at all times. Takes trips on the city, expensive hotels paid for by the city. Meanwhile, police cars need repairs and other city vehicles need repairs. Oh, there's not enough money for that. And they've been trying to get her out. She's very defiant, and she claims she's a super mayor and that people only want her out because she's black. She's a woman. But most, if not all the people on her staff and who work in the city, there's a lot of African American people. So I don't know where she's getting that from. Anyway, she's a fraud. And I'm hoping to get her out. She's a pain in the butt. Do you see Joe Biden? He was in Africa somewhere at some kind of a conference and he fell asleep. Did you see this? He fell asleep. He freaking fell asleep. I hate watching freaking ads. Skip ad. He's asleep. He's asleep. He's asleep. He freaking fell asleep. That's the president of the United States. Yeah. He's asleep. He's not listening with his eyes closed. He's asleep. And you know, you've been to one of those, you've done that where you fell asleep and people are talking, perhaps you're in a room, but then it gets quiet and then you wake up because it gets quiet. Somehow it just wakes you up. See?
Thank you, Mr. Vice President.
Oh, man. That's sickening. It's embarrassing, man. I don't know. And then you got the case of
your small business has unlimited potential. Spectrum Business is built to connect you with
they're
that
not putting his name
potential.
up here.
Get fast internet, advanced
The
Wi-Fi.
guy who put the homeless guy in a chokehold and train New York City. The guy that threatened to kill everybody on the train. So the jury is deliberating there. Daniel Penny. So let's see.
Midtown Manhattan in what police are describing as a premeditated targeted attack. Violent crime is now impacting
I thought they were talking
everyone.
about the Denny case, sorry. But anyway, they're trying to paint the guy as a murderer, and if he gets convicted, he can get up to 20 years in prison. He was just threatening people, and everybody was scared. A lot of women who were on the train, they were scared, and this guy was saying, I'm gonna kill everybody. I don't care what happens to me. I don't care. Dude was high on some kind of drug. Even there was a doctor who testified he didn't die of a chokehold. I mean, that made him pass out, but he had all these drugs and all this cyst in his system that caused his heart to stop. And so, and everybody on the train defended this guy. We're glad he was there. I was afraid he wanted to kill people or hurt people, and everybody praised him as a hero. But the friggin' DA the same DA, brag, trying to put this guy away. The military veteran. And I'll tell you, if they convict him and they find him guilty, this is completely political, and it's on a jury, unfortunately. If they find him guilty, that subway, New York subway, will never be safe for a long time. That's going to give everybody... Oh, that's going to be so bad. I feel bad for New York. Just like Chicago, it's getting destroyed from within. Hey, Becky. Oh, I know. Dee Dee, too. Dee Dee's going to work pretty soon, or she left already, whatever. She was in here right after Heather. And she gets up this early. She's on the East Coast to go to work, drive a bus, school bus, pick up the kids and all that. Yeah, it's getting up that early is rough. Jump scare, your whole body jolts. Yeah. You sleep. I think what happens is your body starts to go into sleep paralysis. And sleep paralysis is something that happens to you. It's a natural, it happens to everybody. It's your body helping you fall asleep and putting you into a paralyzed state. A very light paralyzed state. But just for a few moments, and when you fall asleep, and then it comes out of paralysis. So some people are not really asleep, and when they get into that, they're about to get into that state of sleep, you just wake up and you jump. Yeah, that happens. It's embarrassing when it happens when you're out in public. So instead of just waking up like that, you kind of go like this. And everybody looks at you like, what the heck's wrong with that guy? Yeah, things are bad. I can't wait for January 20th, man. I hope these cities get refunded, bring back police force to useful numbers. It's frustrating to hear so many cities call and, well, we'll try to send somebody out. We don't have anyone available right now. It's like, God, man, what's wrong with that picture? Nobody thinks that. Who thinks that that's right? Whoever thought about this defund the police crap, they destroyed these cities. Yes, they did. One more thing I'll leave you guys with. In my 2.5 days of not eating, I did watch a lot of videos and listen to a lot of nutritionists and so-called doctors and physicians. And they're talking about the things that are really, really bad for you. And one of them, which it kept coming up, high fructose corn syrup. Yes, I know you've heard of this. Hey, Dahlia. Good morning. High fructose corn syrup is so bad for you, including sugar. Sugar is not good for you either. But if you can have some sugar, and guess what? Your body knows how to process sugar. It knows what to do with sugar. But high fructose corn syrup and artificial sweeteners, some artificial sweeteners, not all of them, some. Oh, Dahlia, you probably know this. Nurses out there know this. You guys are nurses, Heather and whoever else. High fructose corn syrup is very bad. And I'm drinking these. Now, if you don't drink a lot of it, I suppose you're okay. Like, there's in moderation. You have some soda once in a while. And I hadn't had this for a long time, and I figured, you know what? I'm gonna be on fasting. I want something clear to drink. I'm getting a 7-Up, right? then I started watching all these videos, and high fructose corn syrup kept coming up. High fructose corn syrup. It's in soda, it's in syrup, like pancake syrup. Bad, very bad. And then I'm like, oh, man, I can't wait till I can eat after my procedure. I'm gonna go to the next day or the day after. I'm gonna go to IHOP or Denny's. So, first of all, if you go to IHOP, you go to Denny's, always, and I said this before, always ask for shell eggs, fresh, real eggs. If you don't, you're going to get their liquid eggs. And guess what they put in their liquid eggs? Pancake batter. Not for flavor, but to make them look different or filling or something. I don't know. And then, and he brought up a good point. He was sitting there at the I think it was IHOP. And he goes in, I'm looking at the little syrup container. And he's like, how long has that been sitting there? When's the last time they cleaned the end of that where it pours out? How much bacteria is sitting on there that stays there festering all day? And people sit there at the table. The table gets filled 20 or 30 times in a day. And people are talking and coughing and sneezing. And this syrup thing is sitting there at the table. And I was like, dang. And it made me think, and I was like, I'll never go into a Denny's or IHOP again. That's crossed my mind. I like to say I'll stick to that, but I mean, then he said, make pancakes at home. And it was so gross, and he's right. And you look at the syrup little container, like, when is it? It'd be good if they cleaned it every time after each family sat there. But man, can you imagine? They should videotape it with a time-lapse camera or something to see how many people sit at that table on a given average day. Do those things ever get wiped? How do you wipe them? Are they sanitized with antibacterial stuff? Oh, Dahlia, salt and pepper shakers. I think IHOP stopped giving out salt and pepper shakers. Now they just give you those little paper packets. At least that's what they did during COVID. And it's like, yeah, I know. I like IHOP. And then he's talking about, okay, then he jumped to McDonald's. I was like, oh, come on, don't do this. I don't want to hear this McDonald's bit. All right, I already know. And Bam's right. McDonald's is not real food. You know, there's 2 or 3 people already who bought a quarter pounder a year ago, and they left it in a corner for a year. And the thing is, after a year, it smells like a Whopper. It's not moldy at all. And it probably is edible, believe it or not. And it's like, what the heck kind of chemical is in that meat and cheese? Not even the bread was moldy. And bread gets moldy. I mean, think about it. And then they're talking about I think it's most of them, McDonald's and IHOP as well. some of these foods contain glycol, a kind of glycol. And this glycol is used in cosmetics. And you know what glycol is used in as well? You want to know what they use glycol for? De-icing aircraft. You ever fly in the wintertime and they come around with a truck and they spray the vehicle first with an orange spray? And that's to ice removal. Remove the snow and ice on the airplane. And then they spray the green stuff. That's a de-icer. And that's to prevent ice from building on the airplane. They got to spray that on the top of the fuselage and on the wing ends. A version of that chemical is what they put in these freaking foods, including pancakes, syrups, stuff like that. And then I was thinking about it, and I started thinking about it the other day, walking up and down the aisles at HEB, and it's like, dang it, we can't freaking eat nothing. Everything you walk by is processed. You know what's bad for you? Oil, like seed oils. Any kind of seed oil. And the McDonald's French fries and hash browns. That oil that they use, it's got 4 different kinds of seed oils. So right away, that's not good for you. The McDonald's salt they put on their fries, that's not just salt. It's salt, it's sugar, and there's other chemical. Dahlia, here, I want to display this comment here. Dahlia is a registered nurse, has been for a long time. Most cardiologists recommend 1,500 milligrams a day of sodium. We can get that in 1 teaspoon of salt, of table salt. That's all we need. Sodium is used as a preservative. So anything that is canned, processed will have tons of sodium. Yep. And then I think I talked about this before. I watched this guy. He went to the Philippines. He goes to the grocery store, and he's showing us head of lettuce. What else? Like a squash or something. And he's showing the size of these fruits in the Philippines versus in the U.S. And a head of lettuce in the U.S., it's like a big giant softball, huge. And then he shows us one from the Philippines, and it's like this big. The carrots in the U.S., big long carrots. And in the Philippines, the carrots are real little like this. And it's all the freaking chemicals they put and they spray, where they're in the fields where they're growing fruits and vegetables. It's a kind of like the steroid they inject animals with so that the meat is bigger or more plentiful. And he was showing all the differences, all this. Oh, look at this watermelon in the Philippines, a regular watermelon. It was like this big. In the U.S., it's like this. What? Wait, are being so self-obsessed? Yeah. And I'm just talking here. You don't want to listen? You don't have to be here and listen. I'm just talking. Sharing my experiences, what I've done the last few days. Do drink some more. Like I listen to self-attention and grown up bullshit. So what are you preaching, dude? I'm going by. Yeah, bye. You know where the exit is. You don't got to be here. Get the fuck out of here. Just talking. Anybody who doesn't want to be here is free to leave. Don't let the door hit you. And there's plastic. Anything used plastic. Like Tupperware stuff, or even plastic little containers. You buy them at Walmart, HEB, or Hy-Vee, or whatever. To take your lunch to work. Anything plastic, that plastic comes off. The little minuscule forms, the plastic comes. When you heat it, it comes off a lot more. So they say if you're gonna store foods or take it to work, whatever, use glass containers. Yeah, I know. Everybody's got money to buy glass containers, but use glass containers. Little things like that. Not plastic. Even if it says BP, or what is it? BP free, or what is it? BPAs. I think it was BPAs. Everything it comes off. It little bits at a time. They do come off those plastic containers, and more so when you heat them up. And even if it says BP free, they're not BP free completely. And then I'm watching this other dude showing a can of corn. I'm gonna go to Walmart tomorrow and look. It was great value, whole sweet corn in the can. Now he's like, "Yeah, we live in the Midwest. There's great corn here in the U.S., right?" Right. He turns the can on. He's reading the ingredient, this warning label that says, "Product of where does this product originate? China." You know how much corn we make here in the United States? Why the hell are we getting corn from China? First of all. 2, the liner of this can may contain chemicals that are known to cause cancer. Yes. So I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow, or later today now. And I'm going to see if I can find that and look. And I want to see what's up. This is for another time. I know I had to come up with all these brands. There's some brands that are very, very healthy. The key is the fewer ingredients in whatever food you're buying or making. The fewer ingredients, the better. You don't always need to have 50 chemicals, on the back of a package. 7-Up. Carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, potassium citrate, natural flavors, calcium disodium, EDTA to protect the flavor. Produced under the authority of Dr. Pepper and 7-Up, blah, blah, okay. I don't have, the office, so I don't have the kitchen here. Gatorade, what does this have? Water, sugar, dextrose, citric acid, salt, sodium citrate, monopotassium phosphate, gum. Gum is never a good in anything. Gum is very bad to keep. I heard that a bunch of times today. Anything with gum is no good. Glycerol, ester of rosin, whatever the hell that is. Yellow number 5. And the red and the green. These things are illegal in most other countries, but not here. What's up with that? When you think about it, like I said it last time, the sicker we are, the more money we're making the doctors and insurance companies and the healthcare companies, the pharmaceutical companies. They're the ones that are making money because we're getting sick and we got to be treated. That means they got to give us medicine. So, yeah. Hey, Tony. I agree. Democrats sold us out a long time ago. I say both did. Republicans too. You know, I mean, they're not one is at fault. They each had their own issues. So pressata, capicola, pancetta, prosciutto. Oh man, that stuff is so good. But yeah, it's not a Subway. A friend of mine said he went to Subway the other day. He noticed that the sandwich looked smaller. Anyone go to Subway lately? He said the sandwich looked not as wide. He got a foot-long sandwich. It was not as wide. The bread, I guess, for example, if it was used to be like this and now it's like this. He said that it's noticeably different. Let's see, corn. What is this about corn? You notice when you click on a link to Instagram, somebody sends you.
I bought this in today to show you guys. Okay,
this is a can of great value.
This
whole kernel corn from Walmart,
and we grow some of the best corn here in the Midwest. Okay, look on the back of that and tell your viewers where that corn came from.
Well, of course, we live in the Midwest, so this corn naturally came from Thailand.
Okay, Thailand. Okay, but not only that, what is it? It has a warning label on it.
It does.
What
it
does it
says
say?
Consuming this product can expose you to chemicals, including lead, which are known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects or other reproductive harm. And then for more information, there's a website listed. I don't think any culture anywhere in the world, certainly in this hemisphere, would expect that kind of a label.
Another thing, I bought this in today to show you.
That's the video I saw. KK, your filthy, dirty mind. You get your mind out of the gutter. Anyway, I think it's about time to take a nap because I gotta get up and go for a walk in the morning. I got a lot to do tomorrow. So, those of you that are still awake, thanks for spending some of your time with me. Nothing planned. It was not a show about anything, pretty much. You know that. But we covered a lot of ground, right? More of the do not eat, period. Even water. You gotta be careful with the water you drink. So far, they say a good water is spring water. And I was surprised. The water they say is good to drink is Ozarka. Believe it or not. Ozarka, that's the water. Your water should not have any chemicals in it at all whatsoever. So today, as you go around and go about your day, start looking at the labels and stuff. See what the ingredients are like. I mean, if you can't pronounce it, why would you want it in your body? And yeah, I'm guilty of it too. It's going to be hard to try to eat different. Not easy. I'm still due for one more McRib. I'm going to make it 3 for the season. I've had 2 already. And I'm going to do one more. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm going to do one more. Unlike my friend Michael, you know who you are, Michael, who told his doctor he only had 1 when he had 2. So, yeah, I'm going to grate one more. When? I don't know. Sometime in the next couple days. Oh no, I'm going to bed. I'm actually, well, I'm not tired. Just wish they would fix this Facebook problem. The Dasani is the worst. The Dasani water is ugh. They got something going on with that. Either they don't filter it enough, or they put something in it. Dasani tastes bad. Nestle is not good either. You got to get Ozarka. Ozarka is the stuff to get. December Grinch adult McDonald's. Oh God. See. Cook at home. Make your fries at home. Use coconut oil. No seed oil. That includes olive oil. Olive oil doesn't have a high burn. What is that term? It burns too quick. It doesn't last very long. Like, you can't cook fries and leave it sitting there for 10 minutes. Olive oil is only good as a topping. Sprinkle it over your food right before you're about to eat it. It's not made for cooking, for heating, for cooking, for frying foods. Even avocado oil, it's better, but it's not as good as the coconut oil. So start thinking about this stuff. And it did freak me out. Somebody said, Nadia says Dasani water doesn't freeze. No seed oils, period. Nothing seed oil. Whatever seed it is, doesn't matter. It's all crap for you. It's crap for you. Not even avocado oil. Coconut oil is what you want. Look it up. Deep frying Oreos. Have you ever looked at the Oreo label? Do you know that there's not a single natural ingredient in an Oreo? Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Unbleached, enriched flour, wheat flour, nascent, reduced iron, thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, sugar, palm and or canola oil, cocoa processed with alkali, high fructose corn syrup, leavening, baking soda and or calcium phosphate, salt, soy, lecithin, chocolate, and artificial flavor. Let's see. Was that even an Oreo label? Yeah, I think it was. I mean, it's been known that an Oreo cookie there's nothing natural about it. Sugar, white rice flour, tapioca starch, palm oil, canola oil, whole oat flour, cornstarch, cocoa, invert sugar, soy, lecithin, baking soda, salt, xanthan gum, any kind of gum is no good. Chocolate, artificial flavor. Contains soy. Soy oil is no good either, in case you didn't know. It's not good. Nothing from a seed, period. Look it up. Do some research on your own. You guys go check it out. Oh yeah, that food, the only way to get McDonald's food out of you is when you poop it out. So.
Oh my gosh, Brenda, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have more videos tomorrow. We're gonna have videos tomorrow to watch. All right, y'all, have a good Thursday, and we'll be in touch with you throughout the day. We'll go live in the evening and maybe in the daytime too. I'm beginning to sound like a Slay Mafia McCrae member. No, not even close, bud. Oh, we'll talk about vitamins too, but not right now. It's enough. I was only going to be on for like 15 minutes, and it's already an hour and a half. That's all right. It's been fun. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me. Have a good night. And we'll see you later today. Oops. We'll see